Due to the timely fireball from your resident cleric, blasting many of the opposing Jugar to cinders, you found yourselves successfully inside of the Jugar fortress and found seemingly the benefactor of your easy entrance by uncovering a invisible Jugar hiding out. He explained to you that he was, in fact, part of one of two factions within the fortress. Zarduk opposed Zarduk and was secretly helping the interests of one Grandolpha Musgart up from the Underdeep. And while would not raise his own hand against Zardok and his machinations, he was certainly willing to give you some slight aid for you to do so. You questioned him a little bit, but we ended with discussion about whether or not you should follow him to to meet this Grandolpha, or slay him where he stands. I think that's where we left off. Yeah?
Yes.
Sounds about right to me.
So, while we're on this page, everyone like your new tokens, your artwork?
Yeah.
Yes, very much.
Just okay. So no notes or anything. Then we're gonna leave them as is.
I definitely need a fish.
A fish?
Yeah. I never told you about the time I punched a fish?
No.
Huh. Wow.
It's kind of hard to believe that there's somebody in Tentons who has not heard that story yet.
I know. So there's this one time we were out in the what is the Lac Dinishir? Right there. And because you've heard the story a million times.
Yep.
And they wanted to go fishing, and everybody was really terrible at it. But when Zira and I were excellent at it, we pulled in more fish than anybody else, and one of them tried to get away, and it was up in the air, and I just punched it. Boom.
How did it get up in the air, though? Wait.
Because we were pulling it out with the fishing pole.
Well,
And it was gonna get away, so I punched it right in the air. Then it fell into our boat, and then we fed it to a lake monster named Fudgy.
Oh?
Well, they did name it. They named it. Yeah.
Yes. And that was the story of when I punched a fish.
Breathtaking.
A truly thrilling tale.
It was. Where do we need? Oh. There. You want to sit down? Sit down.
There it is.
Almighty.
Those are the hammerhead trout. They are huge. Knucklehead trout. That's right. Knucklehead. Dummy.
Gave him a knuckle to his head.
I wasn't correcting you. I was just.
They both. It works either way.
Yeah.
Works either way. All right. So. We will,
yes.
We will resume. You guys were kind of still having a discussion about the best way to proceed. You see the Drugar, who identified himself as Drek, kind of nervously looking about.
I think this is worth checking out. We can meet this Grindolfa and see if she can help us and worthy of at least investigating.
I mean,
Sounds
I'd
like a
agree.
plan.
Are you
So,
telling me, folks? I made a new friend.
You sure
You
did.
seem to always be making new friends.
Where's Brendan's character? Why isn't he on here?
He's in the other room, I think. He was.
Yeah, I know where he's supposed to be.
Yeah.
And I don't know why he's not on here. He was on here earlier today with his brand new. All right, problem solved. Pretty sure, where was he? He was up here? I think that's where he was. I have my book, and I'm up for whatever the party wants to do.
We'll talk to him.
all right, Trek, we'll come with you.
I don't understand what he says, though. He speaks in a weird language.
When you speak, you said that to him in Dwarvish, right? Thea?
Yes. Oh, Lord.
Very good. This way. And he kind of steps around Winzira and her boar, and starts walking down the hall.
I guess we follow him then.
We follow him away.
So he looks at you, Thea, since you're like pretty much unless Filbert, you speak Dwarvish, right?
When I need to.
Yeah, but you haven't actually spoken to him, yeah?
No, I did.
Oh, you did.
Yeah, when Zira found him, and then I
Oh,
helped
that's right.
her
That was you, the first one.
officially find him. Yeah.
Okay. He kind of beckons and now. I am sure that she will find you most interesting, but understand that she is from the Underdeep, and as such, our ways are different than you surface dwellers. She is revered, if you will, but Zardoc fancies her as potentially maybe his fourth wife. So they are in negotiation. Is that, if you understand my meaning? And he kind of stops in front of a pair of double doors that go to the north.
Oh. Whoa.
Ah!
Yeah. So for a large individual, you move rather quickly. And as if saying so, it's almost like cold water thrown upon you. You kind of wither a little bit.
Canon, it makes that sound.
I know that trick as well. Though you still seem rather large, friend.
Yes, that is part of that. Is just who I am. I'm the big guy.
Thea, as you approach, kind of close to where he's standing there, you can hear coming from this direction the sounds of, and not close, but somewhat distant sounds of machinery, and kind of a rhythmic banging, like dung 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 dung. The clatter of and by banging, it's like the clatter of metal on metal.
Is that where the doomsday machine is?
Does it sound like blacksmithing? Since I am proficient in blacksmithing.
Yeah, you would recognize that as some kind of some kind of smith work perhaps going on. Maybe some of it automated, because you can hear some of the sounds of machinery as well as the sounds of rhythmic hammer work.
Forge that way?
Well, down below, yes, but shaft right there, yes. Forge level is below, absolutely.
Okay.
If you will follow me, and he kind of opens up the one side of the door and enters in. I'm just trying to open the whole thing. Hang on. There you go. Here, those of you who can speak, even those who can speak dwarf, don't understand what he says as he walks in. He says, and as you walk in, you see 3 Duergar over to the left, who are standing around kind of it almost looks like a kitchen at the end of this hall. You can smell the smell of roasting something as they prepare. They whirl around, all 3 carrying, some various implements, big knives and a cleaver, immediately on guard. But Drek says something in a language you don't quite understand, and they seem to kind of look towards a elderly female Duergar.
Well, I will...
Standing in thing, and you can see her kind of motion. She's seated at this table, long table. There are various platters in front of her. You can see her just kind of motion. Are you the only one? Are you the only one that's walking in? Is everybody else following you in? Talk to me, folks. What are you guys doing?
Well, we don't know what they're saying, so
I'm gonna come in and I'm gonna lean up against the wall.
But as I come in, I do like a respectable, like, high heel.
Cowtoe.
Well, I will say this: as you guys enter in, you do notice that there are 3 braziers heaped with glowing hot coals, which are illuminating and heating the long hall. At the eastern end is a hexagonal stone table. Well, it's a stone table surrounded by stone chairs. Seated in the chair facing the door is a haggard old Duergar with long black hair streaked with ribbons of white and fingernails like shards of iron. She is devouring a hearty buffet of cooked meats, mushrooms, and strange underdark fare. Lurking next to her is a small mechanical dragon made of shiny black substance. Hunched over a hot stove in the west side of the room are 3 Dugar cooks. At the sight of you, they drop their utensils and reach for their weapons. But the old Dugar says something in Undercommon that keeps them at bay. Drek looks over at you and says to her, actually in Dwarf, so you can understand. Yes, these are the intruders. They've already dispatched Zardok's welcome guards. I thought that you might want to meet them, as they might be of some use to you, Grandalfa. And he kind of bows his head, and kind of like slurks off into the corner a bit.
Hi, yes, Grindolfa. It's a pleasure to meet you. I say in Dwarvish, of course. I hope this tongue isn't too offensive to you, but I unfortunately don't speak your native tongue.
You speak passably well for a surfacer.
Well, in 10 towns, and there are many dwarves in the area.
Yeah, surface dwarves.
I know they're distant cousins of yours.
So, tell me, why have you come to Zardok's surface fortress?
Well, we'd like to stop him from destroying 10 towns. It happens to be where we live, where I was born and raised. We hear that you're not okay with this plan either. And then as we were coming up, pretty sure we saw dragon leave made out of black ice. Startling. That's not gonna work for us.
Well, you are probably safe from his pet monstrosity here. But no, your 10 towns probably will not fare well this evening or the next few days. His maniacal plan to wipe it from the map. It's a tremendous waste to me. Why have rubble when you could have trade partners?
Absolutely.
Corpses do not produce gold.
Yes, this is true. So, is there a way to stop that dragon now that it's been dispatched? We arrived too late.
I know not of the workings of his machine dragon, other than he has gifted me with this smaller version, who, to be honest, I find amusing. But it is a far cry from what he has unleashed upon your 10 towns. Certainly, he would be the one to be able to influence, perhaps. But there are many things going on here. I thought perhaps maybe you came as a rescue for that wizard he holds. But if you have been sent here, or you have come on your own to simply stop him from raising your surface towns.
So he holds a wizard?
Yes. Some female. I don't know much about it. His troops took her captive, and he holds her in the cells down by the forge.
Well,
perhaps she is something of importance, perhaps not. I do not know. I thought you were a rescue party. I told him at the time messing and holding on to prisoners is always risky. People tend to come looking for them.
Yeah. Well,
He does not listen. He is... She looks over at Drac in the corner and speaks something guttural and undercom, and he goes, insane, Gandalf. Yeah, yes, insane. He crazy.
well, obviously. I mean, perhaps our goals align, and perhaps this wizard, we could help let her go, and she could help us stop this.
Perhaps.
And of course, you seem
Not
like
much of a
such
wizard if she
more-
got taken captured, though, huh?
Well, you seem like such much more benevolent and wise leader than this insane Zardock.
She translates it over to her cooks over by Wenzira, what you just said, and they start just kind of this evil kind of laugh. I do not know. We do not have a word for benevolence in Undercommon, so I just say weak and forgetful.
That's not the same.
It is close enough. Please do not mistake my desire for you to rid me of a nuisance with benevolence. I
just
feel
mean-
that there is opportunity with your 10 towns to increase my holdings, to increase my clan's wealth, and for that, I would not slay you all outright. I think that his plans are not necessarily his own. I think that that priest and his mad worship have twisted his brains. Or perhaps it's this black crystal ice. I do not know, nor do I care. I do not wish to marry, but he is strong enough to force it, should he so choose. I would be certainly willing to grant you some aid. I cannot raise my hand directly,
Who's
but
this priest you're talking about?
the priest is a... Priest is a priest. He is the one who leads the worship of the deep Drura. He mostly stays in his shrine. And Zardock is a fervent follower and believer. And as such, this priest, Claudron, he has much influence.
What's his name again?
Klondorn. Klondorn. Klondorn.
Well, I will. I say we accept your aid and free this mage and see what we can find, and perhaps weaken Zardock and his troops to assist with you. A much more reasonable leader. How does that sound?
I believe that I would indeed be a more reasonable leader. So, what aid might I be able to provide you?
we would need to, if you have perhaps a map of this keep, and perhaps you could let us know where some of these areas are and how we can get to them to take care of these things. Perhaps maybe where the stronghold of his men are. I mean, we have arms. We can fight if you want to provide some people to help or to distract, perhaps.
I have some supporters mixed in with Zardok's men. It is true. They also see the folly and madness in him, but they are a very small minority, so would only step forward to perhaps aid you if you were in conflict with their fellows. As far as a map of his fortress, I do not have such, no. It is not my fortress, and we have not been here that long. Drek can let you know. He says, he looks at you, he's like, well, you saw the elevator. There is not one, but two. The other is on the eastern side of the fortress, a little further down the hall. If you time it, they either go up or they go down, up to the top level where the door mechanisms and some workshops are. Down will take you to the forge level, Zardok's throne room. There is the temples are down below, as well as the cells and areas where the workers would work out, and then the mines. The mines are down there as well. Much larger down than up.
How many would you say Zardok is strong?
Oh, how many Durga are here? Many.
Yes.
Many. Though less now, after you burned them. Dozens of Durgar. But that is not all. And that Grand Malfa kind of chimes in, no, this is not all. Zardark, he's been capturing Underdark monsters, which he plans to unleash on your Icewind Dale residents who survive his dragon assault. He's also for certainly captured a Myconid sovereign, and he is using its spores to animate dead corpses to do his bidding as well.
We've seen that. Wasn't that what you were studying before?
Yes, that is exactly what. That makes sense perfectly now. That a Myconid sovereign. Yes, I believe that would in fact have created those creatures that we ran into.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I'm pretty sure we ran into those at the other Dwergar place.
Oh yeah.
We cleared out.
So for ease, I'm quickly translating to anybody who can't understand Dwarvish. Guys are mostly just standing there.
I mean, I was hoping that you were translating. Otherwise, we were just kind of standing there, mouth open.
Yeah. Well,
I
you
mean-
are for a little bit, and then I'm like, okay, they said yada 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 yada, and then I just start talking.
I mean, is there
So-
food over here? When Zira hugged these two Dorgar and started eating, if there were.
Yeah, in fact, seeing you kind of do that, Grand Alpha gestures to the table. No, please, join me. Let us discuss. I believe we have time. Drek, you go keep watch out in the corridor. You let us know if any eyes or ears try to interrupt our conversation. And kind of bowing, he steps outside into the hallway. When Zira, you see that they, as she says that, they kind of pull a pot that's been kind of in the embers, almost like a Dutch oven type of thing. And you can smell definitely the smell of roasting meats and whatnot coming from it. And as they bring it over, they put it down on the table, and one of them comes over with kind of an oven mitt, for lack of a better term, being followed by one with carving utensils. And as he picks it up, he pulls it up, and you see inside kind of this pink, larger than a super huge turkey, what looks to be a brain.
Ooh.
Roasted brain in there. You can see where there was like little legs, probably, or have been tied up back behind it, a la a turkey. And Brendan, looking at it, goes, "Oh, that's an intellect devourer." Excuse me.
I'm definitely devouring that. Whatever that is.
Yeah, they slice. They proceed to start to carve into it. And seeing you eagerly looking at it, they put a platter in front of you with several large slices of intellect devour.
Yummy.
What if it's poison?
Guess I'll find out.
So, you gonna sit down and eat?
Yes.
Sure.
All right. So Windsor kind of like works her way, pops up onto a thing, starts tearing into this stuff. Windsor, you don't think it's poisoned, but it definitely is covered in like a thin layer of kind of like soot. And looking around as she sits down, you guys see like the smears and streaks. The whole table and everything in here is covered with soot, a very thin layer of it. And as you're sitting here with the door open now, there just is this present in the air, this really heavy kind of like lingering smoke, ever present. You realize is that probably coming up from the forges. And everything kind of gets covered. You're even noticing, Thea, on your whites and your robes, that they're starting to get kind of gray and dingy even.
I can take care of that. I don't need to yet, though.
I'm just gonna stay leaning up against the wall.
You're not going to sit down? Rude. I'm going to very much play the trick of pretending to eat and not.
Okay.
Moving food around and talking and like, oh, yeah. And
Go ahead and give a sleight of hand check then.
okay.
Like, don't.
Wow.
I'll look at him like, stop playing with your food and eat it.
Don't waste that. Eat it. It's good. Nom 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 nom.
I'm gonna sit down and be like, "Hey, Windira, how does it taste?"
Tastes like human. I mean,
Like what?
chicken. Yeah, chicken.
Oh, all right. I'm gonna like hesitantly like cut off a very small piece and chew it. What does it taste like? Very curious. Does it taste like chicken?
It's a little bit rubbery. It tastes nothing like chicken. It's not the worst thing that you've eaten, but it's definitely very gamey, and it is definitely covered with a layer of soot and ash. That kind of is the more lingering taste that resides with you afterwards, more than anything else.
Silver, can you put some Old Bay on them?
If you really want.
Just needs a little salt.
I'll give her a pinch of seasoning from my pouch.
We'll begrudgingly take a bite. Thanks, Silver. So, okay, Grindolfa, if you had a team of adventurers that came in to assist you, how do you think we would be best utilized to help you?
She kind of looks at you a little bit with and kind of like gets this kind of smile that starts to be all toothy, and you see, it is not a pretty smile. It's kind of an evil gleam in her eye and whatnot. Yeah, shrewd question, surface girl. Very shrewd. If it were to be given to me, I would never presume to ask to actually work against my own people. But if it were to happen that Zardoc were to fall, I believe, given some time, that I could churn most of Sunblight's Drugar against his current course of action. As I've already said, several have already pledged loyal to me and would aid in that should things start to go against him. And then if there were to be, I don't know, a group of surface dwellers that I could have a dialogue with, who could act as my, shall we say, emissaries, to bring a proposal of trade to the leaders of 10 towns. Now, granted, there would have to still be 10 towns existing.
Yes.
Which, if, as you say, his toy dragon has left on its mission of destruction, well, who could say?
Well, here lies the conundrum.
What is his plans after he destroys 10 towns?
He believes that this cursed night, as you surface people have called it, is a gift to us and a call for us to form a colony, if you will, or a nation, as he would say, on the surface here, on the bones of these 10 towns. No, his plan is nothing else but the extermination of all who are not Drugar.
Well, that's just plain ridiculous.
Yeah. Well,
I find myself in agreement, Master Halfling.
well, then I suppose perhaps the best course of action would be to try to take the lower level, free the mage. Is Zardoc still here?
He is.
Or-
I don't know his exact current location, However, I assume that he is down in the forge area.
Do you think we should go that way or go up and try to see if we can stop whatever that is, try to find and stop whatever's powering the dragon?
This is true, although I feel like the mage has some significance in this.
Thinning out his numbers will be more beneficial than going straight for him, too.
What's that?
Thinning out his numbers is going to be more beneficial than going straight for him.
Yeah.
I can tell you this. I don't know how that dragon works, and I don't know anything to tell you necessarily of how to combat it. But I can tell you that his war room, he bragged to me and showed me the plans that he had for 10 towns in his beastie. You must have walked right past it to get here. Druck can surely show you the way. Might be worth something you might have glean some kind of tactical plan from it.
Sounds good.
Yeah, we should probably check that out
Yeah.
when we leave here.
Well, sounds like we are at a agreement.
We have what's his name is outside?
Right.
Do you think Greg would be able to basically act as our guide throughout this fortress?
Do you think that Greg would be able to act as our guide throughout this fortress?
If you were to be escorted through the fortress and Zardok's loyal minions were to notice, well, that would certainly tip the hand that there are those working against him. He must probably stay upon his post, I should think. And at some point, we'll even have to raise the alarm for all the dead bodies that you seem to have left in the entryway.
They're hidden.
Oh, well, I commend you on that choice.
Yeah, they're all in their they're in their rooms where they were sleeping before they were awoken.
Of course, they're a little chunk.
He kind of overhear, standing in the hallway, overhearing. He kind of steps back in and don't really. If I were to be seen down off of this level, there would be an immediate a lot of questions. Why I have abandoned my post.
Yes, of course.
At best, I would be flogged. However, I can give you some direction.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is there any way for you to send word to others that would be on our side to possibly
Grand Malfa kind of looks at you and says, should you ask a Drugar for a pint of Mustalo Black Brew?
Mustalo Black Brew?
Yes. My family's vintage, a fine ale. And she kind of pours you one and slides it over to you, Cass.
I'll step forward, grab it.
Roll a Constitution save.
Shouldn't be a problem.
It shouldn't. Not for you. It really shouldn't. But
19.
so you, after the first gulp, your body wants to just retch it back up, but you kind of force it down. You've had worse things. And it tastes like nothing more than almost like rotten mushroom. But you can definitely feel that there's a bite of alcohol or of some kind to it. And so she says to you, yes, that has been a bit of a code, if you will, amongst those who are sympathetic to my position. Should you use that, aid may come if it can be provided.
Let's not also forget that we're pretty obviously not Dwergar. Are there any other types wandering about in this fortress? Is there something we could pass as merchants, cooks, entertainers?
Outside of prisoners, I doubt it.
Yes, even there are really no living prisoners here either, other than the mage who's only recently been. And I believe he has some plans for that one, otherwise she'd be dead too. There are the Quaggas, but you certainly don't look anything like a Quaggoth.
So pretty much if we run into anybody, we have to yell, "I'd like a pint of Mastella Black Brew," and or killed him, is what you're saying.
Yes, you seem to have got a very strong grasp of the situation.
Got it. Well, on we go.
Would you say like all of this conversation and eating and everything would count as like a short rest?
No. Absolutely not. You know what counts as a short rest?
An hour.
A short rest.
Short.
Let's go see this war room.
No, but it refreshes all of my stuff. No.
What's going on?
Come on, Winzira.
Where are we going? I haven't finished eating.
Yeah, you
Take it with you.
You did actually. You've eaten a third of that the mind flayer, roasted mind flayer, not flayer, mind flayer, the roasted intellectual hour. And they got concerned about how much you were eating, so they put the lid back on and took it so that there was still some for Grand Alpha Musgert.
Oh.
Here, Winzira, you can have mine. I'm full.
Okay, thank you. Are you sure?
Oh yeah, I'm very full. Mm.
Okay.
Yep.
As you guys get up, you can kind of hear the and the kind of Chartolin little pseudo dragon looking thing moves over and kind of crawls into her lap and curls up into her lap. This way, if you'd like to see the war room.
Before we go, I'm gonna lean over to Brendan and ask him if he can figure out how that thing works, because maybe it's the same as the big one.
Okay. Alrighty. Stepping over, he looks at her, even though he doesn't speak either of her languages, and may I? and kind of just starts looking at the thing and tries to get it to look in a certain way and move and articulate. Short of taking it apart or casting a whole arsenal of different spells, I'm not exactly sure how they've brought these things to life. It almost seems equally as much mechanical as it does magical.
Interesting.
Okay, we can go. I know that Brendan would probably want to check that thing out.
Yeah, 12 on his Arcana, though. He doesn't get much from it. He does get the fact that, there's a mechanical aspect to it, but there's definitely some kind of arcane aspect to it as well. But he's not sure what's powering it.
Bet you that's up in that workshop. All right, well, let's go to the war room. Sorry, Greg. You know how elves are. And I say that in Dwarvish because he can't understand me, so.
Drek kind of, what the hell? Leads you back out the way that you guys came. And you approach that intersection where you found him, where he was guarding the entrance and the elevator. And instead of going down, he indicates a pair of double doors above, to the north. Through there is Zardok's personal chambers. His war room is first, but his chambers lie beyond. I can tell you this, he is not present inside. I will keep track out here. I will speak very loudly should anyone approach. So try to listen for my signal.
Okay.
Does he have any
Could
traps
anyone
or
else
alarms?
be in the war room?
I do not believe anyone has entered since I've been on duty.
Duty.
But I guess it is possible. Someone may be in there. I do not believe so, however. Zardok does not usually allow people in there at all.
Are there alarms or traps or anything that you're aware of in there?
I do not know of any alarms or traps, no. But I have never personally been inside.
I would like to
told.
listen at the door and examine the door before we go in.
Mechanically, Mick, I know we did say that we dragged them.
Yep. The bodies?
Yeah.
Yeah. You threw them all. I forgot, but thank you for
Yeah.
reminding me. Yeah, you threw them all into one of the cells, I believe.
Yeah. I just saw them everywhere, and I wanted to make sure.
Yeah, I thought that I had done that last week.
I thought you had too.
No.
Which is really weird.
No, they were still all strewn about. Handed.
But you definitely said you had done so.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Because we looked through, we dragged them all, and then we looked through their stuff.
Yeah, we looted them.
Yeah.
And they're like 5 items.
Yeah.
Oh, look at that! There was Brendan. Now there's 2 Brendans.
Yeah, I clicked on him. I was like, "Hey, I think I found Brendan."
Problem solved.
Yep.
Also, someone's moving my token. I love you forever.
I got you.
Thank you.
I'll go ahead and roll a perception.
Everyone?
No. Filbert was listening at the door.
Listening and then examining.
Okay. Listening very, and now the doors here are all made out of stone, Filbert. So knowing that, you kind of get up to near the crack. You kind of press your whole body up against it, trying to not only hear any sound that might go through the any minor openings, but also any kind of air or vibrations. You don't hear anything beyond, though. You were pretty thorough, though, but you don't hear anything. Go ahead and investigate the door.
$22.
You find an inelegant but effective lock has been placed on the door. Examining it further, you don't find anything to indicate that it would be trapped. Just that it's a pretty well-made lock that will need to be picked or broken.
All right. On a scale of 1 to 20, how nice of a lock?
You would think it was probably a 17 on that scale of nice.
Wow. I'll try to work the lock then.
If only someone could pray for you.
Yes, let's guide your hand.
Lucky me. No thanks, Lathander.
Not today, Lathander.
27 total.
Yeah. You hear very satisfying clicks as you push the tumblers into their place, and the door swings inward. It does so with perfectly counterbalanced. It might be very plain, but this massive stone double doors are very well made.
Because they're dwarves, yes.
All right, hang on. Okay. All right. As you look inside this rectangular room, you see that there is not only the set of double doors that you are looking through, but there is another at the north end as well. You see a brazier of glowing hot coals standing in each corner, still burning and still giving off light. In the middle of the room is a low stone table, on the top of which is drawn an illustration that looks something like a map.
Peeking in the door. I'm not entering the room.
Filbert, as you're in there, you are close enough now that is definitely a map. And since you've been working on one for the better part of a year, you see that this is actually a map of 10 towns. And coming up out of the map on a metal pole is a miniature dragon that is clearly the figure is clearly made out of chardoline on a stand.
Smash it.
The iron rod that it is on is set into a groove carved into the table. Yeah, that's what you get. That's what you get. Just just wandering in and seeing it.
All right. I'm gonna walk.
So we all in now?
Yeah. Do you? Oh, well, you got to tell me that's what you're doing.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna walk in and I want to cast Detect Magic.
Okay. Cast Detect Magic. Nothing in the room other than what you brought in with you gives off any kind of magical. But it's up for what, 10 minutes, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Or actually, wait, I think it might be 30.
No, it's 10.
It's 10.
It is okay.
Yeah, it's 10.
Yeah.
I would like to give the table a pretty thorough investigation.
Give me an investigation at advantage as you are proficient in cartography skills.
23.
The first thing that you find straight away is on the west side, over by where Kaz is standing. It only comes up to about his kneecap, but there is a lever protruding from the side of the table. Based on your expertise in cartography, you discern that the grooves move from town to town to town.
Turn it off.
I don't think it's on. It's not moving.
Yeah, it's not on.
I'm pulling the lever.
We have to.
As you pull the lever, the table starts to make a kind of as gears and clockwork seem to start to move, and the dragon starts to move and fly, seemingly, over 10 towns. And it seems to go and pause momentarily at different locations before then continuing on.
I will take out one of my sheets of parchment and I want to take note of its pattern. This is a war room where they plan things, and there's a mechanical thing that is moving around on the map. That's got to be a flight path or something.
Okay.
I mean, it was designed to move this thing in a specific pattern or direction. Like, it's not magical. Like, this thing is, like, moving by clockwork around the
Correct.
map, right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
and
that's
basically
totally a
it's
flight
being
pattern.
driven. There's like a groove in the table that goes into the table, and this metal rod is sticking up out of the groove, and it's following the grooves along a certain path.
It's totally a flight path. All right. I'll roll that sheet up and put it back into one of my scroll cases.
Okay.
I think we know where the dragon is headed. Where was the first town that it was going to?
Pull up that map. So from where you were standing, where it started, right? You could tell that it was in the spine of the world. So you assume that it was, based on you've made the same notation on a map of your own already, that it's the spot you guys are in right now. From there, it first went to Dugan's Hole, and from Dugan's Hole on to Goodmead, and from Goodmead to East Haven. East Haven to Caird Dinaval, then to Caird Koenig. From there, it flew to Tourmaline, then to Lonelywood, across Mare Dulden to Bremen, from Bremen to Targos, from Targos to Bryn Shander, and then back to Sunblight.
Yeah. Dugan's Hole is in trouble.
Oh, I mean, I care. That's why I'm here. Sorry, I'm having technical difficulties. Maybe that'll stop it.
What will stop it? Huh?
I don't know.
I'm gonna check the door to his chambers. See if it's locked. Try opening it, see if it locks. See if it's locked.
I totally want a minor illusion, some clicking noises like gears turning inside the door when he's looking at it.
Okay. Roll deception, straight deception.
Freaking low charisma.
Actually, roll a intelligence, and if you're proficient, you're not proficient in deception, are you?
Who, me?
Yeah.
No, I'm not.
Yeah, so it should have been an intelligence deception. So roll an intelligence check. So
A little bit better.
Kaz, you tell us if you bought it or not based on that. But as you're going to go touch, even looking at the door, suddenly it starts to click a little bit in front of you, sounding an awful lot like the table just did.
Yeah. I mean, like,
He might have gotten one over on him.
maybe. I mean,
Is that insight or?
would that be like insight then? Because like passively it'd be like 12.
Yeah. Yeah.
But
Whatever you think, man. It's just for fun.
I'll roll it out just for kicks and giggles.
Nice.
Be like, the door's got mechanics in it.
You probably triggered a trap. What are you doing?
Yeah, you're supposed to leave that to the rogue, man.
You're stealing my thunder, man.
My whole bill.
While you're doing that, Mr. Passive investigation of 18 notices something off with the wall and kind of depresses a hidden plate on the wall, and a section of the corner grinds what you'd expect it to make some kind of stone on stone grinding, barely even audible, slides over and into the recess and opens up a passageway as well. I seem to have triggered another door.
Well, that's a little creepy.
Maybe let Filbert check out that door.
No, I'm looking at this one.
Roll investigation on that one, Filbert.
Before we go there, we should check his chambers. There might be something good in here.
Still.
15.
This one is unlocked. In fact, it doesn't appear to be a lock on it at all. And from what you can see, you don't see any kind of tripwires or any kind of booby traps that, might be set up.
Cool. Secret passage or doors first?
Let's check his room. He might have something good in there.
Or maybe his room is a trap.
Yeah, maybe the secret passage is his room.
Yeah.
They could both be traps.
I would
You just
think that the
blew my
hidden
mind.
would think that the hidden one wasn't expected to be found. But it would be very obvious that this is his chamber and more likely to be trapped, at least in my opinion.
I think we should check it out.
You just want better gear.
Dretch. Dretch. Hey.
Drek?
Yeah.
He's out. He's.
Yeah.
What's in the secret passage in this room?
I think it goes to the guard room.
Okay, yeah, thanks. That took too long for an answer. He's not sure.
He kind of comes in and looks at it and looks over, and he goes, "Oh yeah, goes to the guard room."
Guard room.
I'm going to run down the hall that way.
Okay.
And, I mean, yeah, it kind of makes sense. That's where it's going. Yeah, I think it goes to the guard room.
Check out the chambers first, I guess, and then the guard room. Go take out the. I think Filbert should go first, though. I can't imagine that it's trap free in there. Filbert, not Cass.
Yeah, I want to give the room a quick once over, take a look at the floor, see if there's any tiles that are offset or...
All right. The first thing that you notice when you walk in, it's very warm. The braziers in the four corners have been heaped with glowing hot coals. They're not giving off a ton of light, but they're giving off a lot of heat. You see directly in front of you a large stone bed covered with soot-stained furs against that north wall, the head of it being on the far wall. In a shallow niche above the bed is a bas relief of a giant scowling Duergar clenching its teeth. At the foot of the bed... Hang on. I put it in the wrong place. Pay no attention to the man behind the mirror. At the foot of the bed is a flat-topped iron trunk sealed with a bulky padlock. A stone door is set in the western wall.
Okay.
So again, I'm going to point out the fact that Roll20, even though you paid $50 for it, none of this shit that you're seeing on these maps was here. They were just all empty rooms.
Thanks, Mickey.
I'm just saying that's why sometimes I put things in the wrong place. Or while things are in the wrong place, and I got to fix it real quick. That's all.
You would never know.
I wasn't
until you read the description.
I know. I should have just changed the description. But there's a lot going on in here, man. Like, dude, if you want to, like, even, like, you know, move the pillow around, move the bedding, you know, it's all. Uh-oh.
Bye.
She is driving, so I'm not surprised.
Speaking of which, out of game real quick, but game-wise, we're past a year now. Do we need to re-up for sending you some cash for the game?
No. I pay monthly for my Roll20 subscription. Yeah, it's just like buying the module. Once you buy it, you buy it.
Okay, just wasn't sure.
But thank you. It's all good. I'm surprised that's the first time you got dropped, Kayla.
Oh, I actually hung up because it froze.
Oh.
But yeah, we're all good. I'm gonna be there in like 30 minutes, so
That's
I can
cool.
play the rest of the game on my laptop and actually talk. Well, I can talk, but
Cool.
I think it's been lagging a little bit.
So he said it's okay to enter the room now, I'm guessing. Because you're on top of me, so I can't even.
No, she's not. You're down here.
Oh, I was thinking I was up here. Sorry.
All right, Filbert, you're looking like you're checking out that trunk.
Yeah.
It's definitely locked.
We'll take a closer look at the lock in the chest.
Okay, go ahead and investigate.
It's a 21.
All right, hang on just a second. I want to see if Brendan has something.
Yeah, alright. While everybody's checking out the room, I'm actually going to stand in front of the secret passage and just keep an ear out for any or something that I hear coming, maybe.
Yeah, I mean, you can see all the way, you know, by the light given off that you're of your mace glowing there with Lathander's love, if you will. That you can see all the way down to the end of the corridor that this is in. It's about it's a good wide 10-foot corridor. You can see clearly it ends in some kind of a door, and you can see a lever on the inside. You know, it's not at all disguised at all at the end of that corridor.
Yeah, I just want to make sure in case, you know, the rogue makes the stuff in the room go boomy, that we don't have a bunch of...
I totally get it. Totally get it. I just want to let you know what you saw, since you're actually taking the time to look and been down there for a minute. Filbert, the first thing you notice is that this iron trunk is bolted to the floor.
Okay.
Examining the padlock, you don't don't see any type of needles or springs or anything that would lead you to believe that it's been trapped.
Well, that's good. I guess I'll try to open it.
All right. It's okay. It's a pretty complex, heavy-duty lock. Just see what you can do.
All right. Isn't that
Damn.
20?
Nice.
Yeah, this one's got a lot of strange tumblers to it. You're trying, as you're working, thinking about how ornate the key must have been. As you set some back and proceed on to the next, some of the tumblers actually reset themselves. So you have to take out another 2 or 3 picks and tools and kind of wedge them in there, use your teeth even to hold them in place as you work this lock. But after about a minute or so of fighting, and you get that last tumbler in place with a very satisfying tink as a heavy padlock swings open, and you have access to the trunk.
Cool. I'm gonna lock it back up and then walk out of the room. No, I'm just kidding. I guess I'll take a look inside the trunk.
Okay, so as you open up the trunk, inside you can see there are several items clearly in this trunk, all kind of layered on top of each other. The first thing on the very top, you see that there is a pair of dwarven sandals carved out of obsidian that look to your trained eye to be actually quite valuable. They sit upon a quilted smoking jacket, folded up,
Nice.
sized probably for a dwarf. But immediately you notice that along the lapels, it has been sewn in with at least 40 or 50 gems have been sewn in to decorate the lapels.
Whoa.
That is classy.
Very snazzy.
Are you taking this stuff out?
You said that it was bolted to the floor?
Correct. So you can't walk off with the whole chest.
Yeah, and it's not what I think I'm concerned about. Can I give the bottom of the chest a little knock? Does it sound like there's a false bottom or a loose panel or something like that?
Go ahead and roll a investigation on that.
You don't come across a lot of bolted down chests in this world here. Investigation?
Yeah.
Uh, 17.
Yeah, moving some things aside, you start tapping along it, and you do get a sense that you're hearing something, that there might be some hollow space underneath the layer of the the entire chest is made out of iron, so as you're, tang, 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 you can definitely see that, you can hear that there's some kind of space underneath.
All right.
As you moved it around, you see that there's you see a beard comb set with red garnets all encrusted in it. There's also a hookah that is laying on its side, and as you kind of push it to the side a little bit, you recognize instantly that it is made out of platinum, and it is decorated with star sapphires.
Damn. This guy's a pimp, huh?
There's also a rolled up leather scroll at the very bottom, tied up with a leather thong.
A leather thong.
A piece of leather cord.
Okay.
Yeah, what was in the hookah, man?
I'll say to the group that all this stuff looks pretty valuable. And the bottom seems like it might be hollow?
Well, let's get this stuff out of it and check the bottom now. See if we can't
Yeah,
get
we might as well take it if we can.
I know you were checking for magic stuff. Does any of this stuff seem magical so far?
Nothing that. Oh. What are you saying?
No, you were right.
Yeah, nothing that I've been able to see so far, but doesn't necessarily mean something else here isn't. But not in this room currently.
Yeah, nothing that's coming out of that chest is showing as magical.
Figured you would tell me if there was.
So we can add pimp slippers and jacket.
So he's taking it out?
Are we taking it?
Yeah, I guess I take a closer look at what's at the bottom. If it is a hollow false bottom, there might be something even more important underneath it.
All right, so as you kind of pull that stuff out and set it on the ground or hand it to Kaz as she's standing right next to you, the last thing that you pull out is the big hookah made out of platinum and star sapphire. And as that last piece comes out, you can clearly hear a click.
Son of a bitch.
As the plate kind of rises up slightly without any weight on it. As it does so, above you hear the grinding, slight grinding, and you look up in time to see the mouth of the dwarven carving above the bed open, and out billows green gas filling the room.
Do it.
I need everyone except for Ashala to make a Constitution saving throw.
I'm not even in the room.
Now, well, everyone in the room.
Yeah.
Damn, dude.
15.
I can't see anyone's rolls, so I'm just gonna say, wow, that was green.
It was another nat 20 for me.
Oh, nice. You're having a good night.
Winzira and Brendan, however.
Winzira and Brendan each take 22 points of poison damage as they inhale this. And Brendan is now unconscious.
Hookah, jacket, and what?
Jeez.
Slippers. She's gonna drag him out.
Ashala, you breathe in it, and although it's not pleasant, you are not affected by the gas.
Were you taking
Well, I
half?
mean, I guess I could drag him out. It doesn't really bother me too much. I'm not super strong, so I might need some help.
Well, he's not a very bulky elf.
Okay. So I'm gonna grab him and drag him out to the other room. By the ankles, specifically.
Guys, Bacon is fine.
Well, no, if you failed, you take 11 points of damage.
I was going to ask you that. Okay, so.
So Bacon just popped out of existence.
Oh, half damage. Oh, yeah. Wait.
It'll be 11.
You said 21, right?
22 points.
Oh, then yes. Yes, he does.
I mean, I can roll it, or I can roll it and not take what the book says. But it could be worse.
Roll it.
Roll it.
Kill Brendan.
The boar's dead anyway.
No, he's unconscious. He's not going to die.
Oh, so 30 points of
So
damage.
15.
So everybody takes 15.
Boar's still gone.
And the boar.
I was trying to save my boar.
The boar's
Bacon.
gone.
So that's what, 8?
But do I also take it?
No, you don't take anything because you're immune.
Okay, cool. Well, I was just wondering. You said everyone, so I was like, huh?
Those who take it, take it.
Okay, gonna bring me the weakling, please. I'm all the way out here.
I guess I'll drag the.
Ashala, since you don't mind being in here,
She's not here.
There she is.
Ashala, since you don't mind being among the smoke in here, you want to check that other door while we clear our lungs a little bit?
Yeah, that's fine. I can go check that door. I'm gonna walk over and start
So Filbert,
examining it.
Filbert, you took 15 points of poisoning.
Yep.
damage.
I had 10 temp still.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, there's some of us who still have Lathander's blessing.
Yes, otherwise I would be at 1 hit point instead of 11.
I healed the mage for 8 hit points.
Okay. You folks like to live dangerously. I'm going to sit right down here and
There
Hey,
was your
recover my wits. And
I
he
knew something was there.
pulls out a healing potion and drinks one of his healing potions. Sorry, Brendan.
So was he a little beat up after that fight, or does he just not have more than 22 hit points?
I'm still quite not myself from my bout with that cursed disease.
Oh man, you should have taken a sabbatical or something.
All right, there's no time. We need to get more discoveries. Dugan's Hole is in danger.
Danger? I just made enough money to get myself out of here. That hookah's got to be enough to get me out of here.
Alright,
What's
so that's
hookah?
another 9.
We'll use it later, Win Zero.
Okay.
So should I roll for examining the other door? Or,
Yeah, if you'd like to examine it first.
yeah. So what do you want me to roll?
Investigation.
Alright. Pull up my 20. Investigation. Sorry. How do you do this? That I roll quick constitution. Invest. There we go. Why is it not working?
I got you. I'll do it for you.
Alright, yeah, I clicked it, but it
Click it, but click.
Yeah.
You got a 4. So
I got a what?
you got a 4.
Wow.
So
That's fine.
it's got a door handle, and when you jiggle it, it seems kind of just be a pull door, so you can pull it open.
Is it locked?
It is not. There. You can even tell that it doesn't seem like there's any kind of lock. There's no keyhole or any kind of.
So I'm gonna call over to them. Be like, hey guys, I think it's open.
Oh yeah.
You think I should go in or?
Yeah, open it. See what happens.
All right. I'm gonna open the door.
All right.
Brazenly
Open the door.
throw it open.
Inside, you see a kind of a small 10-foot by 10-foot square room. Really almost what looks to be like a kind of almost a closet. But a shelf embedded in the south wall holds a statue of a nude female Duergar with no facial features and a spiked crown atop her bald head. Stacked on smaller shelves around the statuette are 7 Mind Flayer skulls.
Smash them.
I'm going to gas, considering the fact that Great Old One is my my patron. It's like, how could someone do this? And is my detect magic still up, or has it already been 10 minutes?
Nope, it's definitely still up.
All right. So is anything piquing my interest? Anything magical in that room?
The statue does have it's not glowing incredibly strongly, but it is definitely giving off an arcane signature, if you will, of.
Can I roll an Arcana check?
Yeah, well, I can tell you what I'm trying to think of what the whatchamacallit. I don't mind that she just dropped there, as I'm trying to think of the damn schools. All right, so she's getting an enchantment vibe off of it. I don't know. That's kind of awkward that she drops right now, huh? And she's in the middle of doing something for the first time. She's back.
There she is.
Hello.
Right. Yeah. So you rolled a 13 on your Arcana. Your detect magic is giving you picking up the vibe of an enchantment.
All right, I am going to.
Well, hang on. With your 13 Arcana, you get a strong sense that it is kind of more of a divine, more than arcane.
I'm going to call out to them and be like, "Hey guys, I don't know if anyone wants to check this out, but I found something really interesting in here. You might be
You might be.
And she slumps to the ground.
You dropped again after you called out the fair.
It's okay, I'm here.
You might want to see this. Sorry, I'm literally like 10 minutes from my house, so it won't be probably more.
Okay, have I ever seen anything like this? No.
Well, you're not seeing it at all. Oh, you came in. All right.
Yeah,
so,
I'm calling her to come over.
Okay, well, then roll a Constitution saving throw as you walked into the room filled with poison gas to go look at it.
Oh, I thought it was cleared out by now.
No, so I
Yeah,
will say
me too.
this because I didn't know you were doing that. You get to the door and you can clearly still see this green haze of gas in the room.
Can you bring it to me or explain it to me?
There is this naked female Duergar statue surrounded by a bunch of mind flay skulls, but it doesn't necessarily seem to be arcane in any sense of the word. So I feel like you might have a better grasp on what's going on over here.
Okay. So, Mick, do you want me to? I can spend my inspiration.
You don't have to. You don't have to because you already did a check when you found the medallion on those other individuals. And Grand Martha also even mentioned Deep Jura. So, it's fresh in your mind. So, even from her description, you would think that that's what it was.
Smash the skulls. Smash them.
Wait, what was that? Smash them?
Yes.
Why?
Because that evil goddess is drawing power from them. She's an evil underdark goddess.
All right, I am going to start picking up the skulls and smashing them on the ground.
All right, I'm going to go ahead and leave this room that we're standing in. I'll go into the tunnel, the secret tunnel.
Is someone standing on me?
I don't know. It's something.
It was.
Yeah.
That was Mick's fault.
No, you can occupy the same space.
She couldn't move though because I was standing on top.
Oh, I'm sorry.
It's okay. I'll just be like, I was right here. Yeah. All right. Yeah.
All right. So Ashala, you go and you pick up the
Mind flays.
the mind flayer skulls.
Yes.
And for good measure, like if there's any candles, snuff those out too.
Go ahead and as you pick up the first mind flayer skull to smash on the ground, roll a wisdom saving throw for me.
Would you mind? Like I said, I'll be home in literally.
Oh, I
10 minutes.
I forgot. I'm being stupid.
You're good. No, you're not. You're fine.
19. So, as such,
Oh Jesus.
wow. How's that for some good rolls?
Yeah.
I just rolled 4d8, and it only came up to a total of 7. So, having succeeded your saving throw,
I'm very surprised.
you take 3 points of damage, psychic damage, as you pick up the thing. You feel kind of a surge go through you, and it kind of like almost like a spike into your mind as this psychic blast hits you. But maybe because of your affinity with the Great Old One, and this not being the first time, you kind of shrug off most of it. But you do. Wow, this is fucking getting annoying, man. So I'm gonna just keep going.
I'm here.
Oh, you're back. Cool.
Yeah. Literally, it was a second. Sorry.
As you feel almost the sensation of what it must have felt like to have your brain devoured by an Iliad, a mind flayer. but you're able to kind of move it off and shake it with only a minor 3 points of damage. And then you proceed to smash the skulls. And then as you're doing that, you kind of knock against the statuette. And as it falls over in your destructiveness there, you see that underneath the statuette, there was a small key with a very ornate head on it.
Small key with a very
Ornate head.
Okay, taking the key.
But other than that, it looks like it was just this has been set up as a small shrine.
So all of the skulls are destroyed now, or just the one I picked up and threw down?
No, I figured that you were going to continue to do it all, and
Yes.
yeah.
So I only took 3 damage for all of that, or each individual?
After the initial blast that you felt from it, you didn't feel anything else touching anything else in the room.
Okay, cool. All right, so I'm gonna grab that, and is it the room still full of poisonous gas? The other room that they're not in.
It's kind of hanging in the air. Yeah.
All right.
Ventilation.
So I grabbed that. You said there was a key, right? It kind of cut out a little bit in that.
Yeah, it's a key with.
So I'm going to grab that, and I am going to. Did the statue break?
No, you just kind of knocked it over.
I am also going. Is it large, or could I like hold it?
You can carry it.
I'm going to also grab that and bring it out and walk through the room to the rest of the party and show them the key and the statue. I found it there.
Okie dokie.
Gilbert would be interested in that key.
Yeah.
Perhaps it fits the lock that I so deftly opened before.
Go ahead and roll a investigation with advantage. Yep.
12.
Yep. You recognize all those weirdly shaped prongs going in different directions as would fit within the lock that you just picked.
Ashala, you want to be like a super awesome team player?
What's that?
You mind jumping back in that room and grabbing the padlock off the iron chest that I opened?
Yeah, of course. I'm going to go back in and grab that padlock for Felbert and bring it back to him.
Okay. Cool.
Looks like we got a new lock for our tavern if we make it back there and it's not destroyed by mechanical dragon.
Yeah, I don't think
When's
that's
it
covered
on the
under the
list?
insurance. Filbert, go ahead and mark down that you now are in possession of a DC 20 padlock and key.
Sweet.
It's on Wi-Fi.
Cool.
Thank you, Ashala.
Of course, anytime.
So, Ashala, are you putting this statuette just on the table? Or are you keeping it? What are you doing?
I'm gonna keep it for now.
Okay. So go ahead and mark it down.
Thank you. I'll be able to do that all in a second myself because it literally just pulled into my driveway.
so we found out where the dragon's going. We got a bunch of fancy stuff.
There's definitely a lever down this, how am I? There. Down this thing over here.
Whoa, how'd you do that?
I don't know, I just walked through the wall.
What? Isn't that where the secret passage
Isn't that
was?
where the secret passage is?
No.
No.
It's way down here. You should not be able to do that.
Yeah, okay.
Where did she go? Oh, yeah. Those walls are not solid.
Yeah. I thought it was up there. So yeah, there's a lever down here, so maybe we should see where this goes. I thought we were told there was a workshop.
Well, the workshop is up.
Well, let's see where this lever goes. Maybe it'll lead us up to the workshop.
Give me 18 seconds.
Okay.
And I run all the way down the hall, and I stand over here.
Okay. She pulls the lever. The door slides open.
And I shoot her.
What?
No, I'm just kidding.
So yeah, it opens up and you're able to.
Yeah.
Kaz comes shooting out. Big 7'6" guy comes, boom, almost like a slug out of a gun.
Yeah. I think roll 20 is being all. It's like lagging a bit up for me.
Does anybody need a bio break? It's 9:30.
Tara's already in the bathroom.
Yeah, give me a minute. I'm literally walking in the house right now, so I can set my laptop up and not have to be on my phone.
Is Kayla here?
Yes.
Time to hate it.
Well, no, she's not in the camera.
Yeah.
In the camera.
Kayla. We're ready to get started.
Oh, I was listening, so I go grab something.
It's okay.
All right. You should have control, right?
Let me hop on roll 20. I was just looking for something in my bag.
All right, what are you guys doing?
We are going down the hallway. I'm going to listen.
You going down the hallway feeling bad?
I'm not feeling bad.
Going down the hall feeling bad.
Oh, hey, I know where we are. That's where we dropped all the dead dudes.
Yeah.
Area. That's we already discerned that's where it was going.
Okay, well, we got to make our way back to the elevator.
Man, you're not kidding about roll 20's being a little
Laggy?
bit of a bitch tonight. Here.
Yeah, it like totally kicked me out earlier when you were talking about the dragons. Like, and like the big red bar, like, you're not gonna.
There you go. Now that should help you out to remember where you are.
Yeah.
I grew in size.
You did.
You too.
Why did you do that?
He started.
Naturally, you started going.
When Zero, why are you growing?
I don't know. I thought I was done growing.
Okay, finally see where we are. Cool.
Does, what's this guy's name? Drek?
Brett.
Is the elevator that we saw in that one room, is that the only way to go down into the forge?
I thought we were gonna go up first.
No, there's two. There are two elevators. They go up.
Is the other
and then they go
does
down.
the other elevator not bring you like directly into the forge? Like if we take this one, is it bringing us like right into the middle of everybody that's working?
This one will bring you into a contained room. Not into middle of everyone, no. This brings you closer to throne room. The other brings you into room near forge.
Which one brings us up to the workshop?
Both go up.
Both of them.
Both go down.
Yeah.
Well, I thought we were going to check out the workshop first, since downstairs will definitely be battles, and maybe up in the workshop we can figure out something to stop that dragon.
Yeah. I'm okay with going upstairs first.
Yeah, I feel like when we go downstairs, it's battle on, you know.
So, which way are to the elevator then?
Which
Brendan?
one do? I don't know.
It doesn't matter which one. What?
Yeah, I mean, going up, I guess it doesn't matter as much.
It does not.
So let's
Pick Silver.
take the one that Drek was actually standing next to and guarding, so that way he can go back to his post.
Good.
Drek goes down and backs down into that room, and he kind of undoes a kind of a bar that he lifts up on a kind of a hinge, and is able to then kind of swing open a gate. And as he does so, he times it as this elevator is rising up from below. And he kind of motions for you all to just to wait a minute. And you see the elevator kind of slowly come up, and you hear that. To you now, you've heard this before, Winzira and Filbert, as you were in this room, kind of almost like a loud clang, and then a small, like, kind of slow ticking. And he kind of gestures you guys all to step on to this elevator. It's quite large. It's about 10 feet by 10 feet. You certainly all could fit on it in one go.
All right, let's go.
Yeah, let's get on there.
All right, is that everybody? No.
Brendan?
I got Brendan. It was
right.
Shala that didn't move.
Oh, yeah. Sorry. I keep losing where we are. Okay, nice. There we go.
All right. So as the elevator begins to ascend, it rattles and shifts, but it moves quite steadily and without any kind of shimmy or any kind of worry that it's unstable at all. It feels very solid. And as you send the elevator shaft, it pulls up to into a large room filled with machinery, standing on one side to your right. Large gears and other mechanical cogs and whatnot are all filling up everything that you can see to the right. A Dugar stands in front of a double door in the north wall, and as you kind of approach up, you can see another Dugar around the corner through the moving cogs.
Don't mind us.
Braziers around the outer of the wall do very little to offset the cold air that is blowing through arrow slits lining this wall here.
I was waiting for it.
Go ahead. You guys I didn't mean to cut you off.
No, it's okay. Don't mind us. We're just here for a pint of Mastella Black Brew in Dwarvish.
Seeing you there, they wheel around. Oh, intruder! And immediately draw their weapons.
Black brew. Black brew.
Everyone go ahead and roll initiative.
Coal
They're
money.
not be on the initiative.
Hey, at least you won't go last for one.
Right?
Hold on, I pull it up. So how bad did I roll?
Not one.
I could feel it when I clicked it. I was like, oh boy, that was not a good one, was it?
Well, you might not have rolled that one, but I did. Oh, I know who I forgot. Hang on, where is he? I'm just moving you just so I can get Brendan in there. Okay.
You're good.
All right, Filbert, I would say that your natural kind of provocation is to kind of move forward. So you got a little bit of movement before the initiative order started. So you are where you are. Everybody else is still on the elevator.
Okay.
Thea, you are the first to react, however. Filbert has opened up the gate so that the gate is open. The exit off the elevator is towards where he is.
Okay. I cast the Sacred Flame on this guy.
Okay.
DC 15.
Yep. Fails. Alright, so your Light of Lathander streaks, and you can hear him yell out in pain as it burns into him.
And it's radiant.
Yeah, I know. I did say light. I did say light of Lathander. I didn't say, even though it's called Sacred Flame.
I know.
I got you. All right. So do you want to stay on the elevator?
No, we need to hop up because doesn't it just run on its own? So, 5, 10, 15, 20. Oh, you're right there. And I'm going to pull my mace and shield at the ready. And that's it. And say, it's too bad you didn't like that black brew.
Oh. All right, Filbert.
All right. 5, 10, 15. 5, 10. No. I'll come down to here. And I'll take a shot at this guy here.
Okay.
Hmm, 14 to hit.
That does not hit. He sees that the bolt of energy coming at him, and kind of at the last second just kind of drops a shoulder, and your bolt flies just high, missing him.
Son of a bitch. I will continue my movement. I used 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. And then I will dash, bonus action dash, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. And I will keep an eye on this hallway while the battle continues. And that's my turn.
And I just lost the freaking turn order.
Great.
Hang on, I just gotta rebuild it.
I noticed that too. I was like, where did it go?
And we just lost Filbert too. Everything's being a little wonky right now, huh?
Wonky chonky.
There we go. All right, Brendan, seeing this, I don't know what the hell he will do. Probably something that would piss me off.
Chant them or.
I would say he casts on himself mage armor and proceeds to move and get behind Filbert.
The hell, bro?
It just seems like what he would do. I mean, he's already been kind of near death twice.
I kind of trip him when he walks past me.
Mage armor gives him
+2.
13 plus dex.
yeah, so he goes up to 60.
3,
Okay.
3, 5.
All right, Kaz.
I will move 10 feet here and ready my action to attack this one if he comes at me, and I will I know. I will speak out. Mostello Black Brew, friend. Friend, no. And at that one, and then I'm readying my action to attack him if he. My attack action if he comes at me.
Okay. All right. Doors open on the far side of and out. You hear the clunking of heavy footfalls as coming out. Let me see, I got a handout. Hang on, I got a handout, I'm sure.
Oh, I didn't even know there were doors over there. Look at that.
Snap.
More friends are showing up.
Come on.
So, Ashala, we're going back down, right?
No.
Why not?
I'm gonna take these guys out.
Encased in metal. Looks appear like Dwargar come stomping out, mostly all kind of mechanical. You can see gears moving and whatnot. You can actually even notice that where the metal is actually pinched in. There's blood even coming from and dribbling down already onto the front of them as they come lumbering out. Pinchers kind of whirl around on their hands, and a pneumatic kind of hammer on the other starts moving in and out as they walk forward.
All right.
It's the hammer. You only have 20 feet. Whoa. All right. They use their movement to kind of, or their action to kind of move into place, but cannot do anything else on this round. You can clearly see that there are Thea, with even your passive in there, that they are kind of been encased into this, and you can just hear every step, the screams of every movement causes its pain. All right, Winzira. Oh, hang on. Did you roll for initiative, Kayla?
I thought I did, and you got like a 1.
Yeah, she's a nat 1, so she's 2.12.
Yeah.
Thank you. You gotta click on your token when you roll for initiative.
Nice.
No problem. 2.12.
Woohoo! Going fast, eating ass.
All right then.
All right, it is Winzira's though. Go.
I don't know how this operates. I want to go down. I don't like this place.
Can you find the lever?
I wasn't paying attention.
It keeps going unless you get off of it.
So we're just going slowly up.
Well, I don't know. So I'm gonna use my action to throw a fuzzy object from my bag.
Shit. Okay.
Please let it be the elk.
I wish. No, it is. Oh my God, Bacon is back.
Yes.
Bacon's back,
Not back.
boys.
Bacon's back in town.
Meat's back on the menu, boys.
So I'm gonna throw it right here.
Right. There?
Yes.
Okay.
And then it's my bonus action. I'm gonna tell it to Tusk. Yeah. I don't think an 11 hits.
Which against the hammerer? No.
Yes, it's the scary one.
No. As it rams into it, you can hear a kind of metallic ting. And is it Bacon? Bacon 2? Bacon 2
Bacon
kind of
2.
just shakes its head.
Fatback.
my baby, that baby, that baby, that baby. Does not seem to have done it any damage.
Okay. That's the end of my turn.
Okay. Mashallah.
Yeah. I am going to attack that guy with the good old Eldritch Blast. Nice.
A pork roll.
That hits.
Oh,
Whoa.
oopsies. Wrong one.
Yeah, you
Wrong.
click on it in the chat.
Yeah.
7 points.
And I hit another.
Hey.
Alright.
You want to get off the elevator?
You have the agonizing blast too, don't you?
Yes, I do. Oh, yeah, so I get +4 to each of those as well.
Right, so it's actually +8 on a crit, right?
Let me go read that.
No, because it's just the modifier.
Oh,
Mickey.
it's a modifier,
Yeah,
it's not
no,
a roll.
it's your
Okay.
charisma modifier,
Yeah.
yeah.
Alright, so +4 on that. So you get 7, 11, and then another 9, so 20 points of damage.
Nice. You want to jump off the elevator?
With a cantrip. Alrighty. Your bolts fly out, rocketing him back. While it seems to yell out in more pain, the pincers and the hammer keep going. Oh, man, what the fuck? Roll 20. Catch up. Okay. So that's your action. You got movement. You got a bonus action, anything?
No, I'm just going. Is this elevator going up? That's my only question.
You're at the top.
And it's coming back down.
Not at the moment.
Okay, alright, I'm just going to stick to this guy.
Yeah, we're only going 6 seconds at a time.
This guy can use my movement to go back here. And that's it. It's my turn.
Okay.
Yeah, he's a big one now.
So suddenly these two Drugar start to swell and grow to almost ogre-like size.
I seen it. That don't impress me.
At which point they pull out their large war picks and ready them.
Okay.
This guy actually takes a step back from you, though. He was here. And he does a similar kind of move. He kind of steps back.
Okay. Yeah, be completely flanked. Maybe.
They did. But they still do that. All right, thanks.
I'm suspicious. Okay. Yeah. What, I would? I haven't.
The other guy on the other side of you.
He hasn't started battle with me.
It doesn't matter.
Oh, fine.
You're moving out of his threatened range.
I had to start.
No. You're within 5 feet of him, unless you're shooting the big guy.
The only person I had shot was the guy.
Yeah, but if you're shooting the big guy, okay. Is that who you're shooting?
What are you asking me?
Don't just do whatever you're gonna. Who are you shooting?
None of your business. I don't get an attack of opportunity for casting a spell in this edition.
No, I'm asking who you were attacking.
I am going to take 3 rays of fire. And I'm going to re-roll that. Here. Lame. Alright. So, 1 attack for this guy in front of me here.
We gotta roll it at disadvantage anyway. That's why I was asking. She got mad. Within 5 feet, it'd be the ranged attack.
Yeah, any ranged attack when you have an enemy within 5 feet is at disadvantage. Doesn't matter who it's against.
Yeah.
Okay,
But
well,
you still hit.
17. Yep,
So who were you aiming that one at?
this one.
Okay, yeah, you hit him. For sure.
So I'll roll the damage for that one.
Yep.
On the 17. What? That didn't roll my damage, sorry. Great. And then the next one. At disadvantage. 15 hit.
It does not.
Okay. And the next one. Boo. Alright. Well, that's it then.
Alright.
I was attacking all 3 of these guys.
Wait, all 3 of them? That one was a pig.
Oh, one of those is a pig?
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh.
Well, it doesn't matter. I mean,
Well, I mean,
then it
you can
was-
see 3. You can see that guy and you can see that guy. There are 3 that you can see.
Okay.
So, yeah, I wouldn't think that you would accidentally shoot a
I
pig.
thought it was completely flanked.
No.
So,
That is Winzira's friend Bacon 2.
completely covered.
Torched bacon.
Yeah, and that's not number 2. It's TOO.
I said he should be named Shashu. Like in ramen.
Oh.
That's wrong. On the night of wrong. All right, Filbert. That brings up you.
All right. I would like to bonus action hide behind Ashala.
Yeah. Go ahead and roll that.
Oh man, 12. And I would like to attempt to shoot the one that is next to Thea.
You are definitely hidden, so take advantage.
Oh. Oh. How about a crit?
How about it?
How about 30, 40, 54 points of damage?
Not yeah. As you slam into it with your force arrow, it actually severs the connection, and its hammer goes flying to the air, and you see sparks and whatnot coming out of where an arm should have been. And it's a series of gears and arcane type of circuitry as it just starts to convulse and falls to the ground.
That's a shame.
And the gears stop running.
Jesus.
Where do I want to go? And this is like, this whole area here is all gear works.
Yep. Now,
Yeah.
these gears here are horizontal
Right, yep.
and roughly about 3 feet off the ground, and are slowly turning. Excuse me, I misspoke. Currently, none of these gears are turning.
Because the elevator is stopped.
Maybe.
Maybe.
You've got a large gear here. From what you can see, Filbert, I would give you this. You can see that this one here is seemingly attached to the elevator. This gear, though, seems to be attached to this large vertical wall that has some kind of rod going into the wall. This does not seem to be driving this.
The same gear, okay. So this is the gear system over here.
Yeah, those two seem
This
to
is
go
probably
together.
the one that is working off the elevator.
Yeah.
Alright, but regardless, 3 feet, I'm on 3'2". That's still a little too close for comfort for me. So I'm gonna stay where I'm at.
Okay.
So that's my turn. That was a bonus and my action.
Can't do that. Brendan trying to not be upshown by a cleric pulls out some bat gumbo, but realizes that he would have to kill some of his new friends for that to be effective. So reluctantly puts it back into his component bag. I think he's just gonna do Firebolt. And unfortunately miss the big Drugar that he was aiming at. Over here. Yeah, 13 doesn't hit. At which key point he is going to move up out of the line of sight of those guys. Alright. And Kaz, you're up. You've got a hammer and a large Drugar.
I'm gonna turn towards the hammer and I'm gonna whack him.
Okay. Whack away.
That probably does not hit.
It clatters off, your axe clatters off the metal body that it's encased in. Your
17.
back strike also does, but it actually bites in. And you can feel it sink in and dent in the armor and make some points. All right, 14. Yep.
And then I'll go ahead and action surge it up and do 2 more.
That hits.
You're 12.
Don't you get like a... Oh, you don't have to. It's fine.
That also hits. So, in a kind of a flurry of movement, your large friend targets the hammer, and with 3 blows slashing after the first, he changes his tactic and tries to come in more on a lateral. You see him effectively, choo, and the last one sinks into the neck of the Drugar. Hammer biting deep and with a spurt of blood coming out. The eyes kind of go all white and it sinks to the ground. It does not move again.
And I will turn to the big guy and
Yay.
say to him, Mostello, brew?
Alrighty. In
says
common,
Satan?
right?
What else is Satan?
Grandolpha, Mostello Black Brew.
All right. Cool. Noted. You gonna stay in where you are? Or are you moving?
Stay right where I'm at.
Okay. Winzira.
Yeah. Bonus action. Tell Bacon to go hit this guy.
All right. Go ahead and roll it. Tusk glove. So he's able to kind of block off using his shield. He kind of pushes the tusk out of the way. The boar looks particularly small compared to this ogre-sized Drugar now. Almost like a cat attacking a person. He just kind of bashes it away with his shield.
It's okay, Bacon 2. Keep it up. And then for my bonus action.
That was
my action.
Yeah, that's your
Excuse
bonus.
me.
Now you've got your full action.
I will.
The goblin bard turned druid.
Due to one bag. Let's just do a vicious mockery on him. You big giant dum.
Oh, Dum Dum hurt. He didn't like that. He didn't know exactly what you meant, but your tone was so hurtful.
4 points of psychic damage and disadvantage on his next attack roll.
No, very good. All right.
And then I'm like, no, I didn't mean that. You're smart. Yeah, I promise. I'm not lying to you.
He doesn't understand and is very confused. Are you staying put?
Yes, I am.
All right. Ashala.
Alright, I'm gonna hit this guy over here. He's just been chilling for a little bit. So, I'm gonna hit him with I'm assuming that does not hit.
It does not.
Yeah.
That does.
And so that's +4, so that's
Yep.
a 7.
So like its compatriot over there, it takes it blocks your first blast with his shield, but you follow it up quickly with a second, shooting underneath his guard, slashing into his leg. You score against him and know that you've caused him some injury, not much.
And yeah, I'm just gonna stay put.
Okay.
My turn.
Very good. All right. Definitely is ignoring the bacon. And attacks against a
Warding flare?
warding flare.
Yeah.
Cool. That's a good use of warding flare. So 20.
Yeah, that hits.
Yeah, but it didn't hit for a freaking crit. So you
Yeah,
take 6
better
points
than
of
19.
piercing. Oh wait, he had disadvantage anyway. You don't have to do that.
Okay. Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
Yes.
he did have disadvantage. That was my bad. So I'll give you that freebie back. All right. So you take 6 points of damage as it kind of he doubts his self-worth and feels awkward being big.
Oops.
But inadvertently, he still hit you for 6 points of damage.
Got it.
The other one steps forward to Kaz. Come on. Oh, ignore the second one. 18 to hit.
It's
So 10 points.
well, so long to you, you big dummy.
But that's it.
You big dummy.
Yep. Well, that's Filbert. Resurrected.
Yeah, Discord's been weird. It's up and down, up and down, up and down. All right,
Yep.
Thea.
I stopped hearing Thea and Kaz for a while, so I had to reboot.
It's all good. It is you, Lady Cleric.
I guess I'm just gonna maybe. No smacking. Alright. Well,
It's
doesn't
like,
matter anyway.
what?
10!
Yeah, he parries your blow with his shield.
I take this opportunity to kind of take my face and be like trying to shake it up, come on, shake it up to the sky, come on, Lathander. And
it still seems to be working, however.
and say no black brew. Mastella Black Brew, and
It actually ticks its head sideways, almost like a puppy looking at you like.
just want a pint of Mastella Black Brew. Why is everybody so mean?
All right, Filbert.
Okay. Wash, rinse, and repeat. I would like to hide behind Ashala again.
Okay.
Alright, so I'm guessing if a 12 did it before.
Well, the 12 was on it was on a different thing, but yes, you are hit.
And I'll take a shot at the enlarged one by Thea.
Okay.
26 to hit.
Oh yeah.
Or, what is that, 22 points of damage?
How do you want to have it happen?
Well, it's as Thea's standing there shaking her, what was it, her holy symbol?
Well,
Mace.
her mace.
Her mace. And she's sitting there shaking it, and an arrow will just go between her head and the mace and just plunk into that one standing next to her.
An arrow of glowing bright light and force.
Here comes the thunder.
Good work.
All right.
And
Since you're
so
hidden,
we're down
I'm
to,
totally gonna own that.
yeah, you had no idea what just happened, so.
Yeah, he's even hidden from you. You're
5, 10,
passive.
15,
You have no
20,
idea where it is.
25.
Yeah.
Just want to make sure there's nothing coming down this hallway over here. And
They
that's
had
it.
headcanon. I totally did that by fixing my mace.
That was the point.
All right. Brendan
Sleep, go to bed.
is going to once again pew pew.
If you're trying to go to sleep,
I know, I'm not tired.
Ooh, and it actually hits.
then try in bed.
Striking this one for 8 points of damage.
Go to bed.
Actually singeing its beard in the process. For which point he screams anger. Certainly got his attention. And Brendan gives him the middle finger, but then steps backwards a little bit. Alright, Kaz. The Drugar in front of you now has a well-singed beard. He's got multiple slashes around on him, and
Yeah, he's gonna get some more.
he doesn't look happy.
16 hit.
He raises his shield to block. However, the power that you put behind that blow batters through his shield defense and strikes him across the chest. Roll the damage.
5. Fucking roll 1. Oh, wait a minute. I get to re-roll those, do I?
Yeah.
Yeah. Because of my
Yes.
Great
weapons
weapon
master.
fighting.
great weapon fighting. Aha. Yeah. 9.
Alright.
Look.
As it bites into his side, striking blood, he coughs up some blood actually on you as well.
Jeez.
6. Jeez.
How do you want to do it?
Oh. I will. Upswing and bring it like right into his jaw and try to split his face in half. Just once, just prove.
That is exactly what you do. Suddenly, the only sounds are the heavy breathing of some of your party members, the snorts of a boar, and the draft of wind blowing in through open arrow slits in the south wall.
We should tuck these guys like back here.
Tiny rooms, right?
Okay.
Yeah, we don't want anyone finding their bodies.
Yeah.
There's little tiny rooms right here.
Oh, those are rooms?
Yeah.
Yeah, we're gonna drag them into these rooms over here
Yeah, let's.
and then loot them.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I'm
Okay.
sure these metal guys are gonna be heavy.
Yeah. Yeah,
But-
Kaz and
Probably.
I mean, I don't think the metal guys have loot, because I think they were like slaves or something that were like forced to do that, but you know.
Roll a medicine check for me, Faye.
Okay. No, no way. No fucking way. No way.
There you go.
17.
She really wants to know about these guys so much that she's burning luck points. I love it. So you, as they're pulling them, you kind of examine them as they're going. You can see that they've actually, these Drugar, that they've been fused into these metal exoskeletons. That at least the one that the arm got knocked off, you can see that their limbs have even been shortened or cut off and forced into them.
Yeah.
Let's have Brendan. Oh, well, I guess things are okay now. I can bring my little Ponzi self back into the room and take a look. He's going to be so mad at me when he listens to that. Because he's not. I mean, he's actually been playing it pretty... He's been pretty fucking balls out, man. Crazy bastard, actually. So that's really unfair of me. I'm sorry. All right, with his 23 of Arcana check, I believe that this machinery has been used, judging by these glyphs that have been inscribed both into their flesh and to the metal, that the pain associated with this is what's driving and fueling the machinery. Ghastly business.
So we release them from their suffering.
Something like that.
Well,
was their suffering that allowed them even to function. So yes.
Gilbert, if you want to search the bodies, now that we have them arranged for you.
Okay.
He's down the hall.
I guess I'll search the bodies because I'm the body searcher now.
You find 2 silver and 15 copper pieces.
2 silver, 15 copper. I'll put
amongst
that
those two, the 2 Drugar. The hammerers, you don't find, there's nothing that to search. They are just machinery with an unfortunate soul kind of fused in. You closing up, and you guys close those doors, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I believe you said.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yep.
As you're looking in those rooms, you see that they are pretty much just empty cells.
All right. Well.
Shall we check these doors up here?
Yeah. Up here.
No, right above where I am.
Where?
Right here?
There.
Are those doors?
Oh, yeah. Sure.
Well, Mr. Brody McRogerson.
Mr.
Oh,
Speakerson.
Come on, Mr. Rogue Faith.
You did such a good job before. I think you can handle it.
All right, I'll try.
Oh wait, if he's gonna try, wait, let me hold on. Okay.
It's actually kind of a good idea.
Is there a bunch of blood all over the ground?
Only in as much as from what you just spilled there, yeah.
Okay. Brandon, can you so I have this special gemstone that when my clothes get dirty, I can use it and it makes my clothes clean. But I think you're a magey guy, so couldn't you cast a spell that makes the floors not look bloody?
You also would have.
I can make a bonfire that maybe could burn the blood, or perhaps. But
Oh, good grief.
I don't have the ability to prestidigitize something away. No. Kaz, go ahead and roll. Are you investigating the door or just going to open it?
It's gonna open it.
Cool.
I'm not.
Fine.
I'm not a rogue. I'll step through.
All right. As you enter into this room, you see a messy workshop, heated and illuminated by braziers of glowing coals in the corners. The room is furnished with stone tables and cabinets. In the middle of the room, surrounded by twisted bits of metal, is a half-finished exoskeleton construct like the ones you encountered in the room you came from.
Well, it looks like this is where they make those twisted creatures.
Smash it up. Set fire.
It's metal.
Knock over the table. Burn up the plans.
And I'll do a quick investigation to see if there's anything of value that I see laying in here anywhere.
Okay, go ahead and roll for me an investigation then.
Your best skill.
I'm amazing.
Yeah.
14 is not too. 13. Yeah.
14.
14. 14 is not too bad. I did better than Filbert.
I just did that so you would feel better about yourself.
You're assisting.
Did you just call him a sissy?
No,
Yep.
16.
Excuse me.
You have a speech impediment, thank you.
Can I minor illusion the word sissy on his forehead?
You can
That doesn't
try.
stay there when he moves. It just stays floating in the air.
Since I failed to properly decorate the room. All right.
We're using our imagination.
That's all right. I fixed it. All right. 14 investigation and 13. And then we've got Thea and Brendan are staying out.
Yeah.
I think Brendan would want to come in to look at the whole creation thing of them.
Noxious gas killed him again.
Kaz, having proficiency with smithy work, you see a large variety of those types of tools within this room, and you are able to assemble 2 full sets of smith tools.
Oh, wow.
Filbert, as you look around, what are your proficiencies?
Everything.
I thought so, right?
No.
And tools wise.
Tools wise is just cartographers and thieves.
While you're not necessarily proficient with the use of these, you do find supplies that you could put together a set of tinker's tools.
Ooh. So I have an extra set now because I already had a set.
Okay, well,
I
even
think
more so.
we found it at the
Yeah, at the Black Cabin.
Black Cabin.
Yep. So recognizing those, you see that.
Okay.
I need to do one thing. Hang on.
It'll be worth something to somebody.
Yep. You like
Spoken like a true AD&D or 2nd edition player.
Well, spoken like a true halfling that spent a couple of decades with dwarves.
Oh, that's true. As you are looking through those, you hear a scuffle on the floor, Filbert, and the sound of something being dragged. But as you look over, I'm gonna say that you found those tools on this rack right here,
Okay.
and you hear a noise and scuffle, scratching right there. As you even go just to go look at it, kind of coming into visibility, is a Drugar materializes, and immediately, and then switching to Dwarven. We mean no harm. You do not attack us.
Black Brew?
Stella? Mostello?
Mostello Black Brew? Yes?
It is
No
a
harm?
fine drink, yes.
And I won't kill you.
Are you with her? Did she send
Yes.
you?
She who should not be named, yes.
I can't.
Tanter, it is okay. And the second one materializes on the other side of the room.
Fellas. Good afternoon.
Hey, I get it here.
What?
They look a little at each other, a little bit confused, not necessarily knowing what afternoon means. Greetings.
Found some friendlies.
Hello, fellas. We'd like a pint of black brew. Mostello. Only the finest.
Yes. Yes. Greetings.
Those gentlemen in there did not want a pint of Mostello black brew. So now they sleep. Forever.
Well, good. They force us to turn our brothers into these things.
Yes.
I do not mind doing on some. Some are deserving. But it is distasteful.
They
Well-
seem to be in a lot of pain.
The revolution has begun.
Ask them if we can find something on this level to stop that dragon.
Is there anything up here that could stop that dragon?
The doors, big gate. That is what is up here. This is
Okay.
the ice gate level. Good. If you could keep the doors closed, and then the dragon would not necessarily be able to get out. Though I think he could
It
smash
already
doors.
got out.
Oh,
It's already out.
but,
Is there
the
perhaps
dragon
a...
is out of the bag, then, eh?
Yeah.
Is there perhaps an altar of the shiny black crystal, the Chardolin, anywhere that maybe would be near where the dragon was held? I haven't seen a single room here big enough to even hold that.
The forge level is where they built it.
Is that where they kept him?
It's the lowest level. You are
Okay.
now on the highest level. Tall, pale woman. You must go down. Not one, two level, to low level. Am I explaining myself to you, woman?
Yes. Well, if you see anyone coming after us as we try to continue our cleansing of the insanity around here for the matron of the Black Brew, help us out. Don't let them follow down the elevator. Yes?
There are two elevators. You know this, yes?
Yes.
And you killed all 5 of the others on this floor, yes?
Also, the guards on the top floor, or on the floor of Zardak.
Yeah, we killed 4, so there's another one up here. That's what he's saying. Right? Yes?
If there are, yes. There were 2 outside guarding, well, truthfully guarding us, making us work, as well as supposedly keeping watch. And then there is Flack, who is on the other side by other elevator, supposedly keeping watch, though he pretty much sucks.
I don't think we took care of Flack by the other elevator. But if he sucks, why don't you take care of him?
We are workers. I could
Workers are strong.
maybe.
Workers are great.
Sure, big lady, you go. We'll take care of him. No problem. Because we like you. You're so nice to us.
What is it? What is it?
Well done, Thea.
If you no kill him, he may no longer be up here anyway. You may have problem. Maybe you kill him. Maybe he not here. Maybe he's sleeping. Like I say, Flack, he sucks.
As in, not strong or mean?
As in, he's a piece of shit. He doesn't do anything he's supposed to do. Who knows? Sometimes he has drink, he does not share. He drink it all, he fall asleep on job. Piece of shit. No share.
I have a flask of like just regular like some kind of rum that I got from one of the taverns. I'm just gonna.
All right. You guys cool with stopping here for tonight?
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we kind of wrapped up a little bit of a something.
Yeah, that'll work.
Sounds good.
All right. Well, you guys can pick it up here and see where it takes you.